yesterday because I saw everybody was talking about it. It had been kind of popular for a minute. So I said something like, if I was an elementary school teacher, the last thing I want people around the world to be talking about is the way I dress, right? Oh, all hell broke loose. Why are you bashing this sister? There's a war on the black woman's body. There's a war on, curvaceous black women. We are not giving our women the attention that they need. We need a sexual revolution. I'm like, do y'all understand that our daughters right downtown Atlanta are being sold off in the sex trafficking industry?
Right.
Do y'all understand that women are being raped in this country every single minute? See, we talk about things the way we want them to be. We don't talk about them the way that they are, and that's one of our biggest problems. Our children are in the schools having sex, getting caught in the gyms, in the janitor's closets, young girls giving blowjobs at 11 years old. And we're online defending a woman who's dressed like she's going to the club, looking extremely sexual, teaching children. This is a no-brainer. And even if you feel some kind of way about it, why are you getting all riled up like you're ready to throw down? You don't know this sister. You wasn't fighting for the brothers and sisters in Flint, Michigan when you found out that they were drinking poisoned water. Silent weapons for quiet wars. We bite, hook, line. We bite, hook, line, sink. Schools, keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Entertainment, keep the public entertainment below a 6th grade level. Pay attention when you watch commercials. How many of the commercials have puppets, cartoon characters? How many of the men, particularly black men, are dressed like women and effeminized? How many, you got Deion Sanders wearing fairy wings in commercials? 95% of the commercials that air right now are beyond foolish. And what it's doing is it is psychologically evoking the 6th grader in you, to where we have masses of children now running around looking for fake Pokemon characters. This is a psychological war. People have died looking for Pokemon characters. And I scratch my head sometimes and I say, oh my God, are people really this stupid? Are people really this stupid? I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone. Work. Keep the public busy, busy, busy with no time to think, back on the farm with the other animals. We are so overworked. If you work a 9 to 5 in Atlanta and you get up and you have to drive through traffic in the morning and then in the afternoon, I have friends that work that literally drive in traffic 1.5 hours in the morning, 1.5 hours at night. They work 8 hours a day. They never have time for their children. They never have time for their families. This is not living. Like, I reject this whole system from top to bottom. It doesn't work for me. I refuse to submit myself to an inferior way of living to uphold another person's world. Next slide, please. So, I just want to let y'all know I have security here. That's a joke. Because somebody's going to get mad at me for what I'm about to say. And it's okay. Because truth agitates. It separates.
Teach.
I tell people all the time, I don't want to unite with everybody. I'm not that person.
Amen.
I'm not trying to unite with organizations or with people who are backbiting and sabotaging the efforts that we are trying to make to move our people forward. A lot of our people ain't gonna make it. So we are facing the times of the separation of the wheat from the tare. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Next slide, please. Black Lives Matter is a unique contribution that goes beyond extrajudicial killings of black people by police and vigilantes. It goes beyond the narrow nationalism that can be prevalent within some black communities, which merely call on black people to love black, live black, and buy black, keeping straight, cis black men in the front of the movement, while our sisters, queer, and trans and disabled folk take up roles in the background or not at all. Black Lives Matter affirms the lives of black, queer, and trans folks, disabled folks, black undocumented folks, black folks with records, women, and all the lives along the gender spectrum. It centers those that have been marginalized within black liberation movements. It is a tactic to rebuild the black liberation movement. That sounds like a declaration of war on black men to me. So then the question for us then becomes, how is it that we have been hashtagging Black Lives Matter for, 2 years now? A little bit more than a year now? And we haven't actually taken the time to go to the website and see what this organization is about. So you represent, your whole agenda is to fix the black liberation movement. You're not going after the system of racism, white supremacy. You're not going after the judicial system, the educational system, the prison industrial complex, capitalism as it pertains to marginalizing our people, the banking system. I don't see none of that. This is the mission statement. The mission statement is to rebuild the black liberation agenda. So what are they bringing to the forefront? What have they created so far? And is this an agenda to represent homosexuals, or is it an agenda to represent black people? I just want to know. Or is it both? And if it's both, then should you not be clear? Because I don't just hashtag anything. I'm stingy with what I put up. I'm very careful about what I say with my words, because I know my words have power.
All right.
Next slide, please. This is their solidarity statement with Flint, Michigan. The Black Lives Matter National Network stands in solidarity with the people of Flint, Michigan, and demands that the Obama administration and Michigan Governor Rick Snyder designate Flint a federal disaster zone indefinitely, or as long as it takes to remedy the man-made water crisis. For nearly a year, Governor Snyder and other state and city officials sat idly by as the people of Flint were poisoned, a man-made disaster. The water crisis is an explicit and egregious form of state violence, one that impacts low-income black people hardest. Flint is more than 50% black. More than 40% of the residents in the vehicle city are living below the poverty line, making it the second most impoverished city of its size in the nation. Flint doesn't need solidarity statements. Our people need to get the hell out of Flint, Michigan. If you know anything about lead poisoning, when water is poison, it's not, you can't just separate the water and think that, it's in everything. It's in the air, it's in the rain, it's in the water, it's in the piping system. You got Russell Simmons and all of these celebrities going down here and taking pictures with these people. They got brown water running from the sink. You got enough money to buy this woman 10 houses. You went and took a photo opportunity and left that sister and her family in that house with brown, dirty water? We don't need solidarity statements. We don't need picture opportunities. How is it that we now have so many holistic healers among us? Everybody's talking about herbs. Everybody's talking about fresh, clean water. Everybody's talking about, cleaning your body and detoxing and living the organic way and the green movement. And our people, tens of thousands of our people and 8,000 of our babies are in Flint, Michigan right now, still under the guise of poisoned water, living in those conditions. And we're online bragging about a natural holistic health movement. What does that mean to our people?
Teach.
Next slide, please. This is one of the most understated